Alright guys, so we should be live now. But what I'm doing right now is the same thing I do every week, which is going to Patreon, posting this, because the only way that you can view this live is on Patreon. So give me just a moment here, guys, while I do this. Twelve, 10, 20, 22, guys. Let's see here. Bruh. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I just spelled the word speak wrong. Ugh. And you know, every time I do this, I have to edit the day that it's set to come out to be in the same day because for some reason Patreon wants me to set it for, you know, whatever. Let's do 11. Let's try and do 11:50 because it's like 11:40 right now. I wonder if I do like 45. Let me do 11:45. Let's fix to find out. Hot beans. So, what is that, 6 minutes? That's alright. That gives me time to do some dangerous stuff with you guys. Um, I'm going to try and quit saying that swear word today. What I'm doing is every single week before stream, I take my really large knife that I got before I left Northwest Arkansas for my father, and I peel my palate. And I try to have a low light. See it down there? Also makes me look a little bit thinner because y'all can't see my double chin this way. But it makes this palette glow. So I can see where the paint is and where it's not. And I just start peeling all that paint off. Remember, guys, cut away from you. That's how I got my stitches on my right hand. I was back in the days of doing resins. It was peeling towards me, and this hand is being used as the other side, and it slid right down that knuckle. Pretty good little, um, pretty good little wound opened up there. And I know I probably waited a little bit long to go to the doctor about that. Because you know they always say within 24 hours, and I missed that number by like I don't know 4 hours. So it was like 18 hours after I made that laceration that I actually went in, um, which is no fun. So we got about 5 more minutes, y'all. So I gotta get better. You like how I told y'all to cut away from you, and I immediately started cutting towards myself? Shh, don't tell anybody. So I tried to get y'all guys involved, asking you what paintings you liked on my wall back here, because I'm getting quite a bit collection now of my own paintings, which I absolutely love. But I just like to encourage y'all to go out there and make these paintings yours. They're, I think they're fairly priced because you guys see how much time I put into a painting. What is this, week 3 on this commission here? Um, I spend a lot of time on my paintings. I don't rush it in any way, shape, or form. Just like, again, I think that this cat is about 60% there. This cat is 50, maybe even 40% there. Um, I don't rush it. The way I see it is cats are coming, or well, whatever you're painting. When you first start, you start out with a really blurry concept. You know what? I want to paint two cats that are in the shape of a heart upside down. Um, so I was looking for this general shape. You and I decided again on stream. that I wanted their tails to kind of interlap. Just a moment, guys. Perfect. I don't know. But it's very important always for me to have some kind of concept and then slowly bring it into focus. And that's what I always do. And each time I make a pass, um, these animals become more and more in focus. And that's what I do back here with all of my paintings. Um, I'm looking for something that's really out of focus, and I slowly bring that focus to that animal. And I slowly bring that, kind of like when you, I don't know if you guys have a camera with actual lens on it like I do in front of us that we're using today for the only camera. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But I made the decision, or that's just the way that I choose to paint, is I paint where my subject slowly comes um, into focus. That's what I've always done, and that's what I feel that I'm doing here as well. So we're doing okay, guys. Sorry, I was just checking my stream health. And what I'm also doing is I'm pulling all of my streaming software because I run two coherently together, um, and they converge on one screen. Usually I have it over here, but to encourage me to look at you guys, um, I'll look here. But what I was trying to say earlier, and I got off topic. I don't know if you guys have a camera like I do, where you have a lens and you slowly bring it to focus. Um, that's what I do here. So I go with a color. I showed you this on my last commission as well, which also happened to be a cat. Hey, if that's what you guys are interested in. Um, so I take a cat's broad colors, very low focus as far as what it looks like, um, and we put it down first, and then we kind of bring in individual features, and then I start bringing in hair, and then I start bringing the glint of the hair, and that happens with every single one of my paintings from the very beginning. That's what I've always done, and I think that my paintings steadily get better, but I also know that all of these paintings are made at at a price that you can enjoy them at home, and I would love to send these to you. And I have pictures of my art because it's that important to me, and it always has been. And I would love for you guys to be able to enjoy my art as well, because there's something about seeing me paint that I enjoy, of course. Of course, otherwise I wouldn't have this business that I'm trying to bring up. But there's something about me wanting to bring the love and art to everyone else in the world too. Like, um, someday we'll have to paint my favorite animal. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But an octopus is one of my favorite animals, and to walk into my workroom every single day and being able to see my one of my favorite, I would say top five favorite animals is huge for me, and it brings a smile to my face, regardless if I've ever known an octopus or not. I don't think I would ever own one, but it doesn't matter that it's not my animal that is being painted. It's not my favorite animal that's being painted. I have a respect for that animal, and they mean a lot to me. Just that species in general. And I'm not saying that somebody's out there that a squirrel speaks to them, but I'm also saying that having a squirrel on your wall, maybe even like your living room, kind of would bring a little bit of hominess. Having one of these guys in my lizard room or in my reptile room would be wonderful. Having one of those, having this lionfish back here in the corner that you can't see. Here, let me see if I can. Yeah, having this lionfish back here, having that in your aquarium room would be stellar. Or an octopus. I'm not saying an octopus wouldn't be fantastic. Would have loved to have Ursula in my room growing up. All the way, I honest to goodness, probably if I didn't stream and do this as a business, um, that gal right there would probably be in my room right now. Because she's awesome. I love Ursula. She's a wonderful baddie. So, and I know there's got to be other people like that out there. Okay, so it's now to the point where if you were on um, stream, or if you were on Patreon, you'd be able to join me now. So We're gonna go ahead and get started, guys. So, welcome back to the stream. I appreciate you all. No, good lord, I'm so sorry. Um, Thank you all for being here. Control minus. I appreciate all of you guys. I always will. In regards to being here for my streams is huge for me, and I hope to continue to do this, guys. Even if I don't make money at it, I am really happy to be a streamer, and I really hope to continue to stream with you guys. Even the couple views that I get every week, every single one, makes me smile and makes me infinitely happy because I enjoy it. I enjoy spending time with you guys and talking into a void. Right now it's a void. I hope someday to have people in here with me, enjoying, laughing, and growing together. But so what we're doing today is we're going to continue on this commission that we're working on. This is again, I think this is like the third week of this painting. I think this will probably be the last week you guys see it, because I want to respect the person who I'm doing this commission for. They don't want to see, I bet you they don't want to see the end result. So this will again be probably the last time you guys see it. I'm going to turn you guys just a hair this direction because y'all don't need to be so focused on me. I want you also focused on that painting. So, let's go ahead and get started, guys. I have lots to talk about. Very first off, I want to let you know I've been very, very ill this week. In fact, that was one thing that I mentioned to some of my family members this week. Very ill. I had been for a while because I went out of town last week. I went to go see my family. I went to go see a small part of my family. I got to see my sister. I got to see my grandparents. And I got to see my nephew, my 9-year-old nephew. So it was an absolute blast seeing him and enjoying for the weekend. And I came home, and within 24 hours, I was ill. And I think it's purely because I don't have an immune system. I swear to goodness I don't. I I got mono when I was young. I say I was young. I was maybe fourth or fifth grade. No, probably sixth or seventh grade. Uh, like I didn't know that I had mono to the point that like I had ridges. My lymph nodes were like ridges on the back of my head, and we thought I had the mumps. They were so swollen. And so we finally got to a doctor, and they were like, "Nah, you got the kissing disease, and who you been kissing on?" I swear to goodness, nobody. I wasn't that kind of person. I still am not. A very touchy-feely person. And you know how children are. I swear to goodness, every single time I got an opportunity to look over at my nephew while I was making all these candies, I was telling my nephew to quit licking something. Quit putting your mouth on the sugar cookies. Please stop licking the icing off of the sugar cookie because it's dripping down the side. I understand it's sugar. I understand you're hyper. Ease back up off that throttle, bro. But I gotta text my mother real quick. Hold on one second. Okay, I decided not to say that because it was mean. Okay, anyways. So, I've been very, very, very ill. I really enjoyed seeing my family though. I got a reminder of who I do it for, why I'm doing it. I'm hoping to become a stay-at-home artist, so that way hopefully I can go to Arkansas again someday, so I can live there permanently. And more reasons why this is not a kids show. We're gonna be shipping that throughout the deal. Oh, and it's strong. Um, it's gross too. But I hope someday to start, living in Arkansas or live, just barely in Missouri or Kansas, right in that little area close to my family. Within like an hour or two of my family, so I can be closer to my mother. And it's one of my goals right now. Y'all gonna have to ignore my Febreze spray. It's not an endorsement. I paid for it myself. Talking about endorsing and paying for myself. Next section that I'm going to be talking about is something I bought for myself. I wish they, and someday they may, uh, someone with that makes brushes will support me someday. Hope. But for right now, I started noticing last stream, maybe even stream before last, because I know we talked about it, that my brushes were getting older, that it was getting close to time. So I bit the bullet. Payday was Friday, 24 hours ago. Um, after I paid my bills, after I bought all but the last two gifts for Christmas. Um, not only did I buy my significant other another gift because he's a want monster, and I happily, um, you know, encourage it. That's horrible, but I do. I 100% do. I'm an enabler. Always have been. So, I bought some new brushes because we need it too. We need new things because we're a growing channel. And in order to make sure that this channel continues to grow, I've got to put money back into the system. I got to put, this is not an ecosystem. And without it being an ecosystem, I have to put effort, time, and love into this channel. And so that's what I'm doing. I bought some brushes, went online, looked at some that were rated really well, ones that worked really well for the type of paint that we do, and looked for ones that were good quality. So let me show you guys what we got, not what we're getting, what we got. I won't show you how much it costs because that's depressing. But Aspen synthetic bristles, they're not hog bristles, which is what I had last time. They're not perfect. I would say they're pretty stinking close. I'm very excited to break them in this today. But we're going to probably start with the thing that y'all probably don't enjoy as much as I do, which is pouring this gross slurry that I call my rinsing water out. Because especially if I'm going to, this is our discharge water. Gross. I always like this part because maybe even this week I'll have to dump this, and I try my best to leave the paint to settle out, and then I pour out all the water until it gets to just that paint slurry at the bottom, and I'll continue to do it until I can't fill the water bottle anymore. It's great. Although this is starting to smell. So y'all probably don't enjoy this, but I do. I'm gonna try to get every drop. Y'all, today may be the day that we actually get to pour out the slurry, or pour out everything but the slurry. Great. We still gotta pour this water out, and this guy is full, so probably today at some point I'll pour it out, and we'll start with an empty bottle tomorrow. What I'm groaning about is I'm standing up, guys. Just not expecting to do that just yet this morning. I say this morning, it's like soon. Maybe I need to start getting up earlier. I say that. This week I got up at 6. So really, I'm getting older, y'all. This used to be my acrylic resin pour. She's gonna attack me? So y'all like the noises I'm making? Look, resin chips. I'll have you know my headphones most definitely doesn't like the noise, because it's like every time the noise goes up, the ambient noise in the room goes up, the cancellation noise from my headphones goes up, and so every once in a while the world just gets silent because my headphones are overreacting. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Um, so my brush with famous is gone. I say that my brush. I was last week. We talked about how I was getting huge views on YouTube. Well, that's gone. That way went the way of Old Yeller. YouTube decided it didn't love me anymore, and I'm back to I'm back to like 40 views maybe, which is how many subscribers I have right now on this channel. 44, I think, last time I looked. And so that means the people that are subscribed to me are active, which is huge for me. But I'm sorry, guys. Ow, bruh. I just don't get I say millions, the thousands of views I was getting. Ow, bruh. Thousands of views I was getting. I was getting over 5,000 views of the video, which was really cool for a while, but yeah, it didn't happen for a long time, but that's alright. So my brush with famous was fleeting and gone, but that's okay. I hope I have many more weeks of that someday in the future. You know, those unique weeks where I get thousands of views. But even if I don't, again, I am very happy right now. I told my significant other today that, it's easy to let your stress take over your life and own you. And some point you're going to have to let go a little. And I am. I'm letting go, and I'm just trying to be happy where I'm at right now. I'm so sorry. Are y'all enjoying this? I'm about 2/3 of the way done. It's making me work hard for it. But it's almost clean. So I'll show y'all what I'm doing as soon as I'm done with it. Here, I'll show y'all. I'm close now. See, like, I'm peeling the resin off of it, so 2/3 of it is completely clean now, and then just this side was gross. This one was done bleeding underneath the nail because of the resin got underneath it. Poked me. That's alright. So, I'm trying to enjoy where I'm at right now. Enjoying the stream that we have together, and money's tight, and I think it always will be as an artist. It's just part of it is they don't call you starving artist for nothing, you know. I think it's kind of in the nature of being a artist is not necessarily feeling comfortable where you're at, but being okay with it, because being connected with that part of my brain is fantastic. I love being an artist. I love the way I feel while I'm creating, and I go to a different plane almost of existence. I feel comfortable with who I am at the time. I feel comfortable with what I'm doing, and when I'm just zoning out and when I'm talking to you guys on stream and enjoying myself, that's when I'm the happiest. And so I'm going to keep chasing this. I'm going to chase this happiness regardless if I'm making money or losing money doing it. For now, we're just going to enjoy where we're at, okay? And I hope that you guys keep watching me, and I hope that you guys keep going to my channel, keep going to my TikTok, keep going to my website, and keeping my dreams alive. Even if you can't afford to support me, guys, I appreciate you, and I always say this during the weeks, but I do. I appreciate you for who you are. I appreciate you for watching, for being here for streams, all of it. I appreciate it. So y'all didn't get to enjoy the fact that it was clean all the way around now. I'm sorry. Or hard on peeling that, and I didn't get to show you guys. Sorry. But anyways, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. Try and put some water in there, because that was a whole rant that we were doing, because that was supposed to be nice and simple, easy, and quick. Isn't that nice? Nice noise. Nice water is good for the body. All right, so let's go ahead and go continue this cat. And we may end up having to pull this underglow here out so I can look at this cat a little bit better. So let's go ahead and do that because I shouldn't need to use my not controller. I shouldn't have to use my mouse anymore during this stream. It should be good. So y'all are just gonna see way too overexposed of a Bridget because sometimes you got to see your work a little bit better. All right, y'all. Yeah, I knocked over this earlier. Not a lot, but. All right, so let's go ahead and put these back feet in because I've been avoiding that for a while and it's time. Wish I had napkins. I don't today. Oh. All right. So let's go ahead and get going, guys. And we'll continue to talk as we go. You know me as always. This week I really struggled hard because of being so ill. My goodness. Sometimes you forget how taxing it can be when you're ill. Really not looking forward to that time in my life because being ill, no bueno. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm distracted today. So sorry I'm distracted, guys. It's just one of those days. So let's try and rotate this way. Now look, he looks like a... Oh, what in the world just happened there? He kind of looks like a sickle-hocked creature. See? Look, looks like he doesn't know how to stand. But we're going to put two legs in here, side by side. And then we're going to probably fill out his belly a little bit. And that's probably where we'll stop with him. We may get a little bit of cream in here with him. I keep promising you guys that we're going to start this guy soon, but it's just not happening yet. I can't wait to start working on this tiger. I actually have a couple ideas for some small paintings because I think they're going to look really cool back here. I figured we'd pull the painting, pull the paintings that are up there right now, and try a different organization after the new year. But we got to get a couple paintings out first, so. That's the goal. It's a future that I've got. So that's kind of the sneak peek. I just about did that backwards. It's about to be a peek sneak. All right, so like, bros, a couple of really nice quality restaurants and businesses like Small Town. The owner. They work almost every single day. That I support and probably go there too often. Like one of them is a gun store. The other one is sorry, let me not touch it and have y'all actually watch me paint because that's kind of the point of the job. So two businesses that I enjoy, like again, that I support probably more than I need to. One being a gun store, and the second one being like that. The second one being I like that a lot. I know y'all can't see it very well. That's why I need to have a second one, but we'll talk about that later. Um, I I bought more bullets and more um, handguns than I probably need or shall ever use. But I was supporting a local business that I want to continue to be there where it's at. And I don't think they're going to be there next year. One of my favorite um, eateries, when me and my significant other are not wanting to cook that day. Don't look at my underarms. Sorry. It's gross. I apologize. Um, when me and my significant other, neither one of us want to cook, and it's been a long week, and we want a burger. One of our favorite places is Cow Cafe. It used to be down here in Edmond off of 33rd and Broadway. Closed this year. I guess a lot of stores, regardless, they're usually, when they're mom and pops and they're small businesses that may only have one, if not a couple of storefronts. It's difficult when you're getting started, kind of like with me. It's difficult to be, to not know where your food is going to come from. And businesses that I really care to go to, not coming anymore, not going to be there anymore. It's a shame. And I'm so sad. I guess, can you imagine running a small business right now with the economy where it's at, and with um, the country where it's at, plus COVID-19, and a lot of people wanting to buy their stuff online right now. Kind of bonus though for the gentleman with the gun with the gun store. Even if I purchase something online, I still gotta go to him first because he's still gotta do a background check on me before I can, take a gun home. But it still doesn't. It's still really hard to have a business right now, and seeing these businesses go out really makes me appreciate the fact that I'm still here. While I don't make a lot of money right now from my online business, I still have a job where you know, this brush is just about had it. So we're gonna set that guy aside. I'm still in the position where I still get to do what I love. And there's a lot of businesses that I see in my area that are closing their doors or making their business smaller because they're not making those margins that they used to. And I feel bad. So, wherever y'all are in the process of chasing your dreams, I told my grandmother today that I was happy where I'm at right now with my business. I'm happy of what I'm achieving. I'm happy where me and my significant other are at right now. While we're not exactly where I want to be, while I'm not as far along in the process as I want to be, because I want a secondary camera here on my chest, so that way y'all can see what I'm painting. It'd be nice to have a secondary camera, like right here, that y'all can't see because it's over my shoulder, face directly to my palette, so that way you can have one on my face and then one on my hands. Like having a GoPro here would be fantastic. But I can't afford that right now, but that's all right. I'm okay where I'm at right now, and I'm getting better at realizing that. I'm getting better at standing back and being happy where I'm at. It's so easy to get so focused on where you want to be, and your mind tricks you to where you're not happy where you're at in this present time. And I challenge you all out there in YouTube land and in Patreon land, see where you're at this week and put in a kind of like a meter and say, you know what? Here's where I'm at right now. Is this exactly what I wanted? Is this exactly where I saw myself? Am I still happy? Even though it may not be exactly what I wanted. Because I bet you still are. It's amazing how in life we forever chase that happiness and say, hey, when I reach this point, I'll be finally happy. When I hit this point in my life, I'll be ready. And don't lose yourself chasing that. I did for years. You know, doing anything I can do, whatever it was required to get that spot, to make it to where I would be an artist, to make it to where all I would have to do would be do what I love. And forgetting where you're at in life and being okay and being like, hey, I have a day job. While it's not exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life, it allows me to do what I love. It allows me to spend every weekend right here with you guys. And I'm glad. So, my question to you guys, do you think the reason why these stores are going out of business, do you think it's because of that part of the town is dying? Because they're several miles apart. Those two businesses that I talked about, one of them is, let's say here, and one of them is like, I would say at least 5, 6 miles way down here. So they're in total different parts of town. So why are these two businesses that I care about so much and that I always saw people in them, why are they going? Does it mean that the town that I live in is not doing as well as they like to hope? Does it mean that the move to online being that important more than what I normally think of? What do you think is the cause of that? Because two businesses going out that I enjoy, you and I already talked about how one of them not being, one of, the burger joint had it to go. They also, you could buy their burgers online and have them shipped, with whatever food place or food app that you use. So that's not it. So what caused it? What caused those two businesses, those two random businesses in my area that I choose to inhabit? What happened to those businesses? Why do they not get to go into continue to work? I have no idea. I guess I should ask, and I probably will ask after our stream today. One of them, I'll probably talk to that business owner and ask why no longer in moving forward with an open store, why they decided either to go online or whether they're deciding to close their shop because of rent. One of them was a large enough, the burger joint has several locations, so it must have been that, that they weren't able to stay open because their rent went up, or maybe they weren't making enough money. Because I've also heard some people talk about how it's just hard to find workers nowadays that want to do the hard work. That's why I was saying, again, don't look at my underarms, it's weird. I don't want y'all to see that drooping. I'm not doing good weight-wise this week. But finding good workers, people willing to be a waitress, people willing to be, uh, you know, working on a storefront. Hard. And um, I don't know if they weren't able to find workers. I don't know if they weren't able to pay those people and make enough, still money on the side to be able to hold their business. I have no idea. But I'm going to talk to one of them today and see if they can give me a clue what happened. Why they're not going to go into business next year. So, next thing I want to talk to you guys about. What is your guilty pleasure? I know what my guilty pleasure is, and I'll tell y'all later, and y'all will disapprove or approve. I don't really know whether y'all will approve it or not. It doesn't really matter because it's what makes me happy, not what makes you happy. Um, but what is it? Say right now. Money be darned. Don't you be cussing. Money be darned. Couple hundred, couple thousand, whatever you want to talk about, because I don't know y'all's financial situation. That's not my business. Um, what would that guilty pleasure be? Even health be darned. Let's even health be darned. Say that you're at the point where in your life X is not something healthy for you that you can deal with at this time, but hey, health be darned. That's what makes you happy. What is it? I'll wait. Don't let me rush you. Press that pause button. Tell me right now. I'm interested. Bruh, you're making me wait for you. You're supposed to be telling me what makes you happy. And while you do it, I'm painting a little. What makes me happier than what it should? And I'm saving up money currently. Don't tell my folks now. I'm saving up money to make this tattoo. It's a Jabberwocky and it's got Alice at the top. Um, Killing the Jabberwocky. Because no matter what you put your mind to, if you believe it and if you put your mind to it, you can achieve it. Just like Alice at the beginning of this movie, of this particular movie, of this iteration of the poem and book, Alice wasn't confident. Alice didn't believe that she could do it, that she wasn't the right Alice. And you know what? She was the right Alice, and she achieved what she thought at the beginning of the movie that she couldn't achieve. And it was purely because she believed she could. And too many people in life don't achieve what they're possible of doing purely because enough people have told them it's not possible. Don't believe, don't sell yourself short. Put in your mind space what you want to achieve. Because if you don't believe you can do it, who will? Don't look at it. It's gross. I'm working on losing weight. I'm sorry. So, you are capable of doing that. So I'm saving up right now, and I'm going to, because I trust my tattoo artist. This gentleman and this gentleman are the same person. A phoenix, because I've rebuilt my life several times over. Y'all can't see it, and I apologize. I really should be lotioning more. Um, I trust him, and so I'm going to save up some money. I think towards the beginning of the year, I'll get. I'm going to ask him to start making me a sleeve. I'm gonna say I don't mind pieces of color. I don't mind gray and black. And I'm gonna leave it up to him because when I first met them and they were doing this, they told me about how they had done several sleeves for Alice in Wonderland. I'm ready. I didn't think I would ever be that person. I thought after I was done with this one, I was done. Um, nope, I'm ready. Next thing y'all are we're gonna talk about, same time about every stream. About what are we now? Like an hour in? Almost an hour in. We're gonna talk about my Patreon. So if you guys are on my Patreon, y'all would have been on my stream, and y'all can interact with me live on stream. Y'all get to be a part of it. Y'all get to be here, um, and hopefully we get to a point where I have several people that are here. So we're gonna start working our way up the tiers, talking about each one of them, what they get. So very first off, for a base tier, these are people that pay $10 a month to Patreon, and when you do, you get to be here for streams. You get to live chat with me if you want more information about something I'm painting. Like, hey, you want to talk about when I'm putting in these feet and how I put 3 layers on one foot, no layers on the other. Why am I going that way? Why am I going that route? And you want me to slow down a little bit, or you go, hey, I'm not so much interested in that, but I want to see you put eyes in. Can you put eyes in on a cat right now? We can stream, or maybe you want to talk more about what makes me happy. You want to talk more about my significant other. You can't tell me that right now. The only way you can tell me is if A, you know me, or B, if you are a Patreon subscriber. So if you're base tier, $10 a month, you're here for streams. You know when they're going to occur. You know when they're going to be posted. Now, if you want to tell me when you think that we should stream, you want to change those stream times. You say, you know what, Saturdays midday doesn't work for me. Quarterly, we vote for stream times. Quarterly, we vote every month. You get to vote one vote for what I paint next. Because right now, everything that we paint comes from either in my head or a commission. So right now, if we had a bronze tier paying $20 a month, not only could you say, hey bro, or female, I am a female, but hey bro, streaming on Saturday doesn't work for me. You could actually vote for when streams would work for you. Keep in mind I still have a day job, so those hours are always going to be blacked out. But the other times where I'm normally not doing anything and are available for a stream, will be available for you to vote on. That'll hopefully work better for you. Now, not only do you get to vote for next painting, not only do you get to vote for stream times, you also get 5 pages a month. These are pages of paintings that I have stripped color of, and then I've widened the cells but left the details. So that way you can watercolor. You can actually use crayons. You can use like pastels. And always hit me with the hashtag Chasing a Dream Artistry, so that way I can see those paintings. So I can see those watercolors or pastel art. You get 5 free pages a month of my original artwork, at which you can do what you wish. Only thing that I ask is that you do not make money off of it. Do not bind them and sell them and make a coloring book. Do not sell the individual pages after you put pastel on them. If you start making money on it, guys, they will have to go away, because those are my original arts that I'm giving to you guys every month as a digital scan sent to you to do with as you wish, so long as you don't make money on them. Now, next step, if you want more than that, so if you want to vote for streams, if you want to vote for a next painting, if you want to not only be there for my streams, but to support me as an artist, if you want also a chance every month to have one of your favorite paintings as a 5x7 painting, a 5" by 7, so 5" by 7" painting sent to you. It'll be random. You don't know what it will be. It will be hand painted by me, not a print, not a digital artwork, nothing like that. It is a painting that I have painted sometimes on stream, sometimes I paint when y'all don't know, when y'all aren't looking at me over the shoulder. And this will be sent to you every single month. I will send a painting to your home, at which a little bit of me is with you. And keep in mind with those paintings, you can sell them if you choose. You can give them to your friends and families. Um, what you do with this painting once you get it is up to you. Um, but I hope that you keep them. But I understand that if you've been a subscriber for several years, you may not want all my paintings anymore. I understand. That's 30 a month. So 30 a month, not only do you get to be there for the stream, not only do you get to vote for next painting, not only do you get to vote for stream times, not only do you get those 5 coloring pages a month, you also get a 5-inch by 7-inch painting mailed free to you every single month. It's a random item. I say random item. It's a random painting. You don't know what the subject is going to be. I will write down what you've already been sent, so that way you don't have, after being with me as a Patreon subscriber at a silver tier for 6 months, you don't have 5 tigers or 5 octopuses or 3 octopi, or maybe you have 3 cheetahs and 2 squirrels. I want to make sure that you guys have variety. So I will write down what you've had, so that way I don't send the same thing to you guys every month. Now, if you're a gold tier subscriber, it's $40 a month, and the only difference between a silver and a gold is that you get a chance. So one gold tier subscriber every quarter will have a chance, have a vote in a container. I will pull it live on stream, at which I will announce someone who is getting a 100% off coupon. And you get a new coupon. It's new every month, or every quarter rather. Once you've used it, it'll be gone forever. It won't be active anymore. But essentially, you have a free coupon for any item in my store on my website, chasingadreamartistry.com. You'll be able to get any item. So that's huge for me. And I can't wait to have my first gold tier. But like, you could have a 5x7. You could have this Ursula that I was just talking about. Or maybe you want one of my lizards. Or my squirrel. I like him too. He's so cool. But you get what you want. It's not micromanaged where you have to email me what you want and email me your information. None of that. I give you a coupon. I message you coupon details. And you, at your leisure, get to go to my website and buy whatever you want and have it shipped to your home. So, those are my tiers. Talked about them. We're done with that. So let's kind of go back to our world. Let's go back to painting and just enjoy ourselves. Sorry. My family talking about sports. I'm not a sports person. I'm sorry. Okay, so y'all, I'm feeling some immense pressure with this painting because one, I know them, so I want to always do well when I know somebody. But two, I think this is a Christmas gift, and so of course I want to do extra well. Because somebody can receive this item, set it on their desk. I do so well, especially with it being a Christmas item for someone I care about and it's in my family. Do I like that nice clicking noise? It's awful, isn't it? I'm sorry. I need more water. I'm so sick. Y'all haven't ever seen me drink this much water. But, let's I gotta get this done. I'm gonna try and get it done this week so that way I can send this to the person who's receiving it. So it can be wrapped and all that good stuff. This is always scary because we're dealing with a tabby, so we got stripes, and you gotta be heavy-handed with that. We're gonna go with something bigger. Okay. I didn't mean to make a striped cat, but I did. So we're going back with 2 more colors. It looks even more like a striped cat now. Looks like a candy cane. Sorry, a little frustrated. All right, so I want to talk about next camera. I think in the next week or two, probably before Christmas, I'm going to start looking for a close-up cam that I can stream from. That's higher quality than a web camera. And I don't know yet what it's going to be, but I gotta find something because, again, y'all are important to me. And right now, y'all aren't getting to see enough of the painting process that I want y'all to see. So, I'm wanting to, as always, put out the best product that I can. So, I think I'm gonna get a better camera soon. I like this camera, but I want to tilt it my direction so that way we can have one camera here, and then over here, or rather we can move my head this way, and then have my painting here, or maybe bottom right corner, put it right here. Have a close-up cam where y'all can see this, and see me paint more, because I think it'd be cooler, and I think that y'all would like it more if y'all could see more of my painting process, because that's what my TikToks are about. Um, so I highly, of course, recommend taking a look at my TikToks because you get to see exactly what I work on every single time that I paint. You get to see that, hey, she's going through with her very small detail brushes right now, and she's putting in textured darkness. Textured darkness. That's what I'm doing right now, but putting in lines of what's going to eventually be the cat. But guys, we're getting pretty close to end of stream today. We've been streaming for about an hour, um, and I'm pushing up against a meeting that I have, I've got to be a part of. So um, we're getting close to end of stream. But I also did want to talk to you guys about how I come up with these topics that I talk about. Honest to goodness, yesterday all these subjects and all this conversation was decided at 10 a.m. yesterday. Day before stream, sit down with 10 a.m. day before stream, sitting down with my note post-its and asking if I wanted and had an audience to talk to right now, what would I choose to talk about? And these were the items that I decided, you know what, this is what I want to talk about right now. I want to talk about my tattoo. I want to talk about those couple businesses going out. I want to talk about the future, of course, of this channel and my how I want a different camera for close-ups, all this kind of stuff. And that's how I decide every month what we're gonna, or every stream what we're gonna talk about. Because right now I'm talking in a vacuum. I hope that's not forever. I hope that someday we're gonna have people on stream that are gonna talk and chat with me while we're live. Um, but for right now, that's how I decide what we're gonna talk about every week. Is purely what do I want to talk about, and I decide the day before stream. But y'all, as always, have been fantastic. I can't wait till next week to talk to you some more. We didn't get to talk today about Christmas and what Christmas is going to look like. I now know that it's not next week, but week after next. On Friday, I will be out of town. So I'll be going out of town on that Friday, the 23rd, and then I come back the 25th, and that's Christmas Day. So I probably will stream on the 26th. That's not set in stone yet, but next week we'll talk about that more, about the stream times. I want to talk to my subscriber on Patreon and make sure that that's going to be a good time for them. Because I'd like to, have a stream where I could show y'all what it's going to be like when there's somebody there that we can talk to, that I can bounce off of. So, we got a little bit further. We got the back legs in like I said we were going to. They're really rough right now, but we just started getting hair in, so starting to look better already. I need to put some bend in those legs, some give, but it's getting there, y'all. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you for being here for my stream. I hope you continue watching my content, and I appreciate you for who you are. And please keep coming back. That's starting to sound like I'm rehab, my lord. Please continue to watch my videos, whether, on your preferred platform, whether it be TikTok or whether you prefer Patreon, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I'm everywhere, guys. I hope you continue to watch my blog on my website. I hope y'all continue to like my content. Share it if you know somebody else that loves paintings, that loves animals, that loves just to talk random items throughout the day. Please share. I'd love to work with more people. I'd love to see more people. And until then, it's just you guys and me. And until then, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. And we're headed towards the end of the year. I can't wait for next year. Bye, guys.